What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Horror Tuesday, episode 43. I am your host of the channel Horror with Nads, and we've got some fun things to talk about today and get to. Before we get into all of that, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and share out the stream. If you're watching on replay, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of Alien Earth or what you're doing for this Halloween season. I hope everybody can hear me. Okay. All right, that's enough. This is my new Spirit Halloween mask. I collect the Scream mask, and this year I decided to buy this scary movie one since I saw it finally. So, hello everybody, welcome. We've got some fun stuff to talk about. Just so you are aware, if you are in the chat today and you're going to be watching the whole show, you actually are going to be rated into Box Office Brawler. After this stream, I will be on his show talking about Barbarian, going into the depths of the themes and stuff, and seeing what he thought as a Gen Zer. So, how is everybody doing out there in media world? I have missed you guys. I've really actually missed talking to you all, hanging out with you all. It has been a hell of an August as I get everything set up. It's been interesting to say the least. So I'll just leave it at that. Oh, hi, Kata. There is a poll going on. Let me know what you think of Alien Earth. There is also a chat goal. So in the community post on the channel, I'm letting you guys, the audience, determine the next tier stream for movies. Do you want werewolves? Or do you want everybody's fear? Well, not everybody's. Nadia's biggest fear. Aliens. I don't know which one. Krista. I don't know which one, right? Do you want to... Anyway, there's a tier going for the next tier stream, which we will decide... Well, you guys will decide if we're going to do werewolves or aliens. That being said, there is a chat goal for a watch party to watch this weekend with everybody, with me. No One Will Save You. That Hulu alien movie. I'm talking too fast and I'm being distracted left and right. Hulu movie. So I have not seen it because I've avoided my fear with aliens. And yeah, so that's what's going on. So that's about it. All right. With that out of the way, let me get to the chat. Dieter dropping in quick to leave a like. I'm dealing with a lot of mentally. Take care of yourself and others. Don't forget to have fun. Oh man, I hope you're feeling okay, man. Hope you're doing well. Rachel's in the chat. The lovely Sherry. Mikey Sue's for Kata. What's up, guys? Welcome. Could be anywhere else, but you're here with me now. So I appreciate you guys. All right. The first thing I really want to, since we only got a little bit of time today, the first thing I really want to talk about is Alien Earth. I really want to talk about Alien Earth because I originally was supposed to talk about it last week with unfortunate of my health and stuff. Had to cancel stuff and I'm going to talk about it today. My biggest fear. Emphasize killer bees. Hello, Sherry. Aliens are I won't even watch Mars Attacks. I won't watch goofy alien stuff if it looks like anything like the Greys. I'm terrified, like 100% terrified. This is my biggest phobia. Probably next to spiders. Like spider movies is probably a hard no. But I'm letting you guys decide. But if we hit the chat goal for this week, you know what? I'll do a watch party for No One Will Save Me or you, and we can watch it together as I scream at the sight of Greys. All right, let's get into aliens. How has everybody in the chat? I'm gonna kind of try to. Sorry, glad you feel sorry you are subjugated to this fish. What's a fish? Fish? I don't know what that is. Okay, anyway, I've been trying to pull this up for like ever. Why won't this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Alien Earth. I'm gonna try to, you know what? Spoilers for Alien Earth episode 1 and 2. I know 3 and 4 are coming out tonight. If you want a really good deep dive on it, Nick does a great deep dive on his channel, Plot Strikes Back. So I would go ahead and check that out over there. My biggest fear, Alien Earth. Fish. Shit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Now I get it. So episode 1 is labeled Neverland. So it's set in 2120, 2 years before the events of the 1979 Alien films. The episode introduces the futuristic world Earth, controlled by 5 mega corporations. Kind of sounds like what's going on now in the world, including Project Prodigy and Wayland Yutani. Story kicks off with the USCC, I think it's Magnanite. What's up, Sergeant? Bill Chill, a Wayland Yutani deep space research vessel carrying the dangerous species and specimens, including xenomorphs and new alien creatures, which I thought was pretty cool. So the first episode, I think, gives a lot of hope, right? Gives a lot of hope because I like Noah Haley. I actually have a clip from him talking about what he means for horror. I'm going to talk about that later on in the year, but I liked the tone and what was said. Yes, it was kind of a lot of member berries. You remember Alien? You remember when they were? Where is it? I have the slide. You remember when they're sitting around? You remember when they're having food? One dude looks like a character from today in Alien Earth. So I'm like, what? Okay, a lot of member berries, but aesthetically very pleasing, very beautiful, great set design, a lot of work put into it. Right? We meet Wendy. She's a hybrid human conscious with a synthetic body. She was formerly an ill child that they put the mind of children into robotic bodies, 11 of them, calling them the Lost Boys and stuff. This is done by Prodigy. So there's two storylines kind of going with the research vessel finally crashing back into Earth, but also Prodigy discovering immortality and uh, having these children in almost adult form bodies. Very, it's trying to reference the Peter Pan story and all that stuff. I would say the first episode does pay a lot of homage to Alien, not Aliens, Alien. With, again, crossfades the claustrophobic atmosphere and the ship design. However, I think the only photo I have of it, that's the other alien species. Where is it? It's just this main one. I do not like the xenomorph design. I do not like how bulky the xenomorph is, and I really wish he kind of stayed with what Romulus did with animatronics to make them look very thin and skinny and bony. And I just feel like the xenomorph is it's okay in the design, but it's not the best. With the amount of money they probably put into this show, I'm very, very surprised by it. A lot of oh my god, so many member berries. But episode 1 was not bad. Episode 1 was actually not bad. I don't have a lot of critique to it except for the member berries and the stuff, but I was intrigued enough to carry on. I don't think there's any kind of really dark underlying meaning with the whole children in human bodies with the minds and stuff like that. They make a comment of it that children's minds are just adult minds are too developed for that at that point for it. So it would make sense for the children to be it, and it's terminally ill children. By the way, my cup says I don't give a Slytherin shit. So I think the actress who plays Wendy, I like her. Timothy Oliphant. I don't know if I like the design of him with the bleached eyebrows and the blonde hair, or if I'm just like, he like throws me off a little bit. I'm like, eat a sandwich, dude. Maybe he's supposed to be this thing, but I don't know. He throws me off just a little bit. But at the same time, I'm attracted to it. It's like, do I want to hate it or hit it? Which one? I don't know. Anyway, not bad on it, but there's not a lot of like memorable characters except for Wendy because the Lost Boys are completely the other kids that are put into adult bodies. You really don't really care about any of them. Timeline screwed me up with it, but again, too uncanny valley for you. Again, hit or quit it. But I liked the first episode. Did have a lot more, excuse me, horror elements to it. Then we get to episode 2. And I have no idea what's going on with episode 2. We've got, again, now Wendy has a brother from when she was a child and stuff, who she's been able to keep up track with it as a medic. And she's just able to hack into any system and just look at him. And then somehow this company that's put all this money and its future into these synthetic robot human children people, they're gonna just let them go with no backup, nothing except for Slim Shady here to protect them, to go into the ship that crashed, that is owned by the other company that they're like up against. It just the story fits into puzzle pieces. It makes, like, watching it, you're like, okay, but it just, I don't know. There's not like cojones to it. There's no grounding to it. I don't care. And also, episode 2, my biggest problem with episode 2 is, why am I seeing the xenomorph all the time? I expect it almost now in every scene. Every background scene, I expect a xenomorph to be moving, because half the time, that's what was happening. And how did this Wendy's brother, who is like, what, 170 pounds soaking wet, little dude, able to not have the xenomorph kill him not once, but I believe twice or three missed out opportunity, like face to face with this thing, and this thing would destroy like the 5 people next to him. Somehow, plot armor has protected Wendy's brother on it. But I like, the whole point I liked about Alien is that you're always misdirected, and you never really saw the xenomorph until the tension was built up and it exploded right on the scene. Here, I don't feel like that's happening. Here, it's like every other scene, oh, there's a xenomorph in the background. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, it like ripped these guards away. Everybody who has a gun can't pull a gun on him for some reason. I just, I'm not out. I'm still very intrigued in this, and I think if I read the comics, if I knew the lore as good as my friend Niet, I think I probably would have a lot more problems with it, nitpicking it, especially if I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise. Completely understandable, but I'm not completely thrown out by the first 2 episodes. I always give a show, like, you got to give a show 3 episodes. You have to. You got to let them build up. You got to let them build the arc. Are there some issues with it? Yes. It looks beautiful. It honestly, it is probably one of the prettiest shows I've seen shot in a long time. I don't know what's going on with Wendy's haircut here, but I digress. And there are a couple pretty cool shots of the xenomorph. It's just too much of it. Like, sprinkle it. It should be like, build the tension, build the tension, and then a xenomorph pops out. Not like every 2 steps a xenomorph. So that's my 2 cents. Beautiful cinematography. Beautiful. I recommend it. I recommend, if you're a fan of the Alien franchise, to check it out. But let me pull up what Noah said about horror that my good friend Katie sent over. Give me 1 second, folks. Is in my watch later. They sent me a particular video, and of course it's not going to show me where it is. Let me get it. Hold on 1 second. I promise you. Nope, never mind. Which one is this? No. IGN. Okay. There we go. I'm going to move it to I think it was the 9:30 mark. Okay. Go right here. Oops. Here we go.
Natural world adapt in some ways. So it's not necessarily a narrative element, but it is something that over time.
It's a 9:50 timestamp. That's what I had down. All right, right here.
Kinds of horror, right? And certainly the Aliens franchises plays with several of them. But I think one of the iconic moments in that franchise is Paul Reiser, releasing those 2 face huggers when Newt and Sigourney are asleep.
He's talking about what it means to have horror in the Alien franchise.
And afterwards, they manage to escape, and she says, I don't know which species is worse. At least they don't screw each other over for a percentage, right?
Because there has been quite a bit of a discussion in some chats about what is horror and stuff. And surprisingly, in October, I'm going to have a panel full of guests that we're going to discuss what is horror, what does horror mean to the person individual, and what the future of horror looks like as a genre. So that should be a fun discussion.
And so there's this element of moral horror, right? The things that people do to each other.
Moral horror. I like this because a lot of people expect horror movies to always scare you. There are some movies that don't scare me that could scare somebody else. Like Terrifier doesn't scare me. Terrifier scares other folks. Heretic last year scared the shit out of me. I was terrified of that movie because it is more of a psychological, like it taps into certain fears of mine. That's scary to me. Some people found that movie boring. Horror can be pretty much, it's not like a lazy label, but I feel like fear's not one type of fear, and that's what horror movies should always be. It's like an all-encompassing umbrella. Yeah, so we have thrillers, we've got sci-fi, we've got other genres that overlap, but I don't think horror is a lazy label.
That is really ripe for exploration in the show, and especially if the core concept is these children's minds in adult bodies. And the show becomes like, what kind of adults are they gonna become? And then as they look around and they're like, well, is this what a grown-up is supposed to do?
Horror can be pretty much anything at this point, but nothing at all at the same time. Similar to like, everybody's like, Weapons is not a horror movie. Maybe it is to some people. Maybe witches scare the fuck out of people. Are you afraid of witches? I don't know. Maybe I am. Aliens scare the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna want to watch something about aliens and stuff. So, like, if there was an alien kid, I would say Weapons probably would terrify me more if it was the abduction. If there was like an abduction, subjective art. Yes, Bill Chill, 100% subjective art. So it'll be a fun panel, nonetheless. I'm trying to get some people who work in the industry in that particular genre to join us for the roundtable, and then I think I believe Goodwin will be with me on it, and then if Nick is watching this at any points, I was gonna ask Nick to join too. So we'll see. Okay, so with that being said, I do recommend Alien Earth. Check it out for yourself. It's not the worst thing on TV. If you're a fan of the franchise, you're probably going to be a little upset with the member berries of it. However, I still think it's worth checking out. I'm going to check out tonight's episodes 3 and 4. Oh, 3, because I know it was just premiered with the 2. And by the third episode, I'll know if I am going to stick with it or not. But then again, I'm sticking with the Institute. So maybe I'll probably stick with Alien Earth because the Institute's really bad, guys. It is. If Rachel's in the chat, she knows what I'm talking about. It's pretty bad. It is really bad. Okay, moving on. Let's move on. I've been avoiding this at all costs, but we're gonna think. A film with just closed and tight spaces would be crazy claustrophobia. Pretty much. Okay. Put that there. And we're gonna. I'm not saying don't watch my streams on Thursdays because we always have a good discussion about other stuff than the Institute. And God bless Corey for I'm digging this. I would finish this. Okay, Corey, that's cool. All right, we're gonna talk about Good Boy. Has everybody heard the news about this? I've been avoiding this. I'm terrified of this, but this is supposed to be what did they say? The most heartbreaking horror film of 2025. One episode left. I say we duck out now. Meet the good boy himself in a new poster for the Dog's POV horror. Ben Leonberg's directorial debut hits theaters on October 3rd. This movie, Good Boy, is a supernatural horror thriller. It is from the POV of the dog. So from the start, two things are abundantly clear. Indy is wary of the creepy old house. His affection for Todd is unwavering. So it's told from the POV of a dog that's been. Where is the description of it? Indy is a middle-aged, 35-pound. Middle-aged. Indy is a middle-aged, 35-pound retriever who has no idea he's a movie star. They're talking about. Anyway, it's basically about a dog watching his owners get possessed. What's up, Terrence? What's up, dude? $4.99. Happy horrific Tuesdays. I love it. Horrific Tuesdays. Yeah, I hope the doolies feel better. But then I get to do a whole hour of my show. So when Katie sent me a text, she was like, we're canceling. We're not feeling good. And I'm like, did you guys pick out burial plots already? I'm so mean to my friends. I'm so mean. I'm so sorry for being mean, folks. But if you can't, you know what? I should not be mean. I shouldn't be mean. Anyway, middle age. But thank you for the $4.99 and middle age. What's a $7-10 years? Wow.
Sorry. What was that all about?
Toxic jock syndrome.
That was for your $4.99. That's from Disturbing Behavior. Okay, anyway, it's told from the point of view of the dog. We were waiting for a trailer. I'm terrified this dog's gonna die. I don't even watch Futurama. Okay, guys, I've never seen Futurama. You know why I've never seen Futurama? Because of the dog episode. Because I'm aware of the dog episode. I can't do it. I have dogs. I can't do it. I just yeah. I woke up like an hour before the stream to Katie's message at half one back. So the trailer for Good Boy was released. What's up? I voted, baby. What's up, Holland? And we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna watch this trailer together. We're all gonna cry together. Okay? I have not seen it yet. Let me move the chat off the screen for a second. Futurama's awesome spin-off classic. I know Futurama looks really funny, but I know that dog episode's coming. But I will take the hit for everyone. I will go see this movie, and if I can handle this movie, I probably can handle Futurama. So we'll see. Let's go. Oh, my dogs are downstairs right now.
Look who's here.
I've got anxiety. Okay. Genuinely unnerving. Of course it's genuinely unnerving. Like, what else would it be? Oh, bro, I can't even watch this trailer. If this dog dies, if something happens to this dog, if a hand grabs this dog. It scared me. What's going on? I don't think I can do this.
I guess I'm next. I should never have come here.
No. Boy, that's rough. That's rough. Oh no, I feel like I don't know if I could watch this. Because I'm worried I would be screaming at the screen, and I'd be one of those people I hate at the movie theaters who talks during the thing. I'd be screaming at the screen the whole time. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to see this from me. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. And it's coming. It's releasing October 3rd. I don't know if to all theaters, but I'm pretty sure to most theaters. I don't think it's a select theater thing. Oh, this looks creepy, but original though. It is original, and we support original horror here, right? We don't want a remake, reboot, requel, sequel. Even though I know we did last summer. We don't, we like original horror. Let's support original horror. But yeah, this is a rough one. This is a rough one. I think it's a little bit better for me because it doesn't look like my dog, but it looks like one of my girlfriends. So listen to me. I cried at the CGI. I can't watch Guardians 3 because people tell me that stuff. I cried at the CGI animals in Guardians 3. Oh, I don't know. If it was a cat, yeah, maybe I could watch this. And I have a cat, so don't come at me, cat moms. She's right here. She's clawing at my leg. Because I feel like dogs are like, I don't want to say your children. I don't want to be one of those people like, well, my dog's my child kind of deal. But I feel like dogs rely on you similar to children, maybe. Like there's a need for companionship. There's a need for support. You have to feed you have to feed them, walk them, make sure they're mentally like exercised as well with puzzles and all that stuff. But I feel like I'm cracking up. You keep saying it's rough. But cats don't give a fuck. I leave the house for a day, my dog's gonna be completely upset. They'll feel like I was gone for a year. My cat, she don't care. She don't care. I could be gone for a week. She don't care. She don't care. She's right now. She's just using me to get her pets in, and then she's gonna go behind my bookshelf and just hang out in her little cave space. So, yeah, I feel like ghosts would not care about cats. But then again, there's always the mythology and the history behind the fact that cats can see spirits, and that having a cat kind of helps you clear out a haunted house. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this. Put your tinfoil hats on. Let me break this down. So, story time. So in the belief is that cats will wear off evil spirits. Like ghosts don't like to be around cats. Evil spirits don't like to be around cats. So when you have a cat, just let the cat around your entire house. You're good to go. My cousins, my aunt, the one room she would not let the cat in is her own bedroom. Her own bedroom. Okay. She didn't like the cat. And every night she felt somebody grab her legs or pull at her sheets or something to that extent. Then they let the cat in the room and it all stopped. So I don't know what the truth is behind it. I'm not telling you to go get a cat if you got haunted spirits and ghosts, but maybe that's your last resort. Maybe the priest didn't work. Just get yourself a cat. Yeah. So that's why I don't think this concept would work with cats. So I'm double cat locked and loaded. I love it. I'm double cat. Okay. Okay. One thing I wanted to bring up. What's up, Zax? Cats are big artists. Spiritual animals often represent. I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. So get a cat. You're haunted. You're possessed. Get a cat. So I wanted to bring up this book. I don't know if anybody can see it. Andrew Graves' horror in Haddonfield, The Untold Stories of Halloween. Did I say it's Andrew? Why did I say Adrian? I don't know. Anyway, Andrew. Hopefully he's not watching, but if he was smart, he would be. Because he wouldn't want to come on my show. He's coming on my show. So the author of this book will be coming on my show September 2nd. He'll be on Horror Tuesday. I'll be interviewing him, and we're going to talk about his book and what horror means to him and such. So this should be interesting. I'm interested to see the history of Halloween. Tons of interviews with Daniel Harris. There's Sandy Johnson, off-camera talent. Yeah. So it's a perfect companion book for new and old fans alike of the iconic slasher franchise. So this should be a good time with him having it come out. So it gives me a little bit of time to read the book. And I like that the book, the chapter heads, hold this up, are Michael Myers head. That's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. So Andrew will be on September 2nd or Tuesday. So that should be a rad old time. So please tune in. And if you've read the book or you have questions for him too, we'll do QA. It's going to be live. He's going to be gracious to come on live to hang out with us degenerates, including myself. So that should be a good time. There's still Good Boy up on my screen. All right. So that is that. How's everybody feeling today? Everybody doing good? I'm doing way better. Had a rough couple of weeks. It has been weird. Fun fact about, we'll add a little bit more to the, we'll take a break for a second, add a little bit to the Nadia lore. So I think it was, what did it come up as the year? So I always, like a millennial, like to go back to my Facebook and look at memories, right? I'm sure we all do it at some point. It's honestly the only thing I use Facebook to look, especially to see how cringy I was when I was younger. So 2017, I posted, I have never had this much back pain in my life. 2017. Come to find out a month later, after suffering like the worst back pain you can imagine, like toppled over, couldn't stand straight, car, everything. My back was fractured. Nadia still uses Facebook. Yes, I have family, all right. So yeah, my back was fractured after finding out why. Not an accident, nothing. I have a really rare, very rare actually. It's like 1 in 700 million, and I believe it's rare in adults, more common in children. A autoinflammatory disease that I have to get monthly infusions for of a medication pumped through an IV for, to hopefully not have any future breaks because it attacks my spine. It attacks people differently. It's more common in kids and stuff like that. Anyway, so the 2017. I'm gonna try to do math now. Is it almost? It's 9 years. 9 years. 8 years? 9 years? I don't know. What is it? How? When was? Why do I know? 8 years. It's been 8 years since my back fractured, and I've had this. They told me I had spine-eating cancer, so it's almost a year from that. Them telling me I had spine-eating cancer. Like literally pulled my husband and I into. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, so the last 2 weeks have been a little rough. I had a very botched infusion that just did not do well. So I am here. I am here now. What's up, Vital Idol? What's up, Leon? Check your messages. So I am here now. So with that being said, with October coming up, it is actually, you know how each month is there's like Cancer Month, Prostate Cancer Month. Each month is a different month, right? What's up, guys? Welcome, Vital Idols. Hello. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you guys my mask while I finish the story. Anyway, October is the month that represents mine. So I'm gonna do some kind of fun, like maybe 12-hour stream or something to that extent. I bought a new mask. Spirit Halloween was open, and I bought the scary movie one because I have a ton of them in my background. You can see them. There's a right there. So yeah. Grow beards, gentlemen, November. So that being said, I am back on the saddle, on the horse, and I I am ready to rock and stuff. I'm feeling a lot better. But with that being said, with the botched infusion and stuff, extra streams, which I was trying to do, like watch parties and stuff, are gonna kind of be minimized a little bit, just a tiny bit, just to get me so that I'm back to 100%. I'm probably at like 70% at this point. So what's up, everybody? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with your alt accounts too. I know you got them. I know you got them. I know, especially Dax. He's got them. I know he's got them. Got him. So, all right. We were talking about Good Boy. We were talking about a book, but the last thing I'm not last thing. We got plenty of time until I have to be on box office. So, what's everybody thinking lately about the con? Don't everybody speak at once. What's everybody thinking about the Conjuring ending? It's not really ending, by the way. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's the last movie. It's the last movie," but they have a TV series in production, so it's not the last of it. Oh, is this covering episode 3? I haven't seen it. Nope, not covering episode 3. It was just early episode 1 and 2 review. I should have been a little bit clearer in my title. I apologize. So, yeah, no, it was earlier anyway. My overall take on Alien Earth is check it out at least for yourselves, and it's really pretty. All right, never seen it, Conjuring. Really? Ah, okay. The Conjuring series is kind of I don't want to say a spin-off of Insidious because it's not. It's two different universes, but they overlap each other because they were made by James Wan, same production team that did the originals and stuff. So the first Conjuring, and I like to think of them as, you know how everybody goes like, elevated horror. I think that's kind of bullshit. These are kind of like popcorn horror, right? These are for people who may not watch like Reanimator or like the crazy stuff, but they'll go see these because these are big marketed movies. And I did a stream a couple weeks ago where we broke down the case that this last Conjuring movie is over with, which actually sparked my interest back into the paranormal. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, which I think I might do more of. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll think about it. Anyway, so Conjuring is like popcorn horror. It's like, you can take your family to, and it's gonna have jump scares. It's what like haunted houses are based off of, right? So the first one, there's still a scene in the first one that still terrifies me to this day, like thinking about it. And anybody who's actually seen Conjuring knows what I'm talking about when I say this. It's when the mother takes a nap and she opens her eyes and the witch is literally floating almost nose to nose right above her. And it's very creepy, the POV shot. That thing terrified me. Everything else in the movie, and they're like jump scares and stuff. They're fun, but that actually like terrified me. The sequels, they're based off Ed and Lorraine Warren's ghost hunting travels and cases and stories. Were they frauds or not? Who knows? I am at the letter that they were kind of, maybe they had some good intent in the beginning, but they decided just to milk it for money and stuff. So anyway, I have not seen, they did a Last Rite exclusive clip. This is where this is all going down to. So we're going to watch it together. And I wanted to check it out. I will be going to go see The Conjuring. You know what? Surprisingly, I'm going to go see The Conjuring in 4DX. They have it listed as 4DX out here. I can't imagine going through The Conjuring, watching this movie, and every jump scare, your chair moves or air gets blown at you and stuff like that, or water gets sprayed on you. So it'll be interesting because the last Conjuring was about Devil Made Me Do It, I think it's titled. It was boring. First like 10 minutes were pretty exciting about it and stuff, but it was probably one of the more boring. Like if I had to go 1, 2, 3, I would go probably 1, 2, 3 to be honest in the order. I don't know about 4 here. We'll see. But this is the last movie of the series and stuff. Highly recommend. Maybe we'll watch the first one before this one releases. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a watch party. Let's watch it because these will still scare me. I will still be terrified of these. I think the Insidious movies are a little bit better. Some of them a little bit higher range. Like especially, it's either, I think it's the third one, fourth one where it has like an old dude that's haunting like an apartment complex. It's weird. Anyway, here we go.
Or does it feel like it's getting heavier?
It is. Sometimes these things can be stubborn.
Oh,
Why did it scare me?
okay? Oh, good. Okay.
I don't know why it gets under my skin. I act like it doesn't. Halloween Horror Nights is going to be the worst for me. It's going to be the worst. It's going to be the best, and it's going to be the worst. They're talking about, we'll talk about it after this, but like, why do these movies bother me so much? I don't know why. They're good at jump scares. That's why. They're popcorn films. There's not substance to them. This is about the Small family, by the way, too, which, again, I did a deep dive into their cases. Haunting. Basically, they referred to claims made by Jack and Janet Small, who stated their home in Pennsylvania was haunted by a demonic entity from 1974 to 1989. They experienced things like, I believe Jack said he claimed it to be a succubus or something to that extent, because the ghost actually like sexually assaulted him and stuff. So yeah, it's a hoot. Like, the deep dive into that is interesting. I don't know, kind of like Amityville. Some things might be real, but some things might just be amplified. Who knows, right? So, but yeah, here we go.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
What kind of failure of a man doesn't secure the strap? It's true. It's true.
Don't look at it. Don't look.
Oh.
Get it. She's with us. Jack, it's just us. She's here. I saw her. No, it's just us. She's here. Jack, focus on what you're doing. I saw her. She's here. Jack, watch where you're going.
I mean, I'll watch anything with Patrick Wilson in it. 100% would. 100%. Don't even need a drink. Just don't need anything. Just let's go. Let's go. I doubt my husband's still watching, but yeah. This baby ain't going anywhere. She flies away. That's pretty good. Oh, Philip, thank you for the $9.99 sticker. $9.99. You know what I meant. You all know what I mean. I don't speak English well. If you're new here, what is it? I gotta look at it. $.99 sticker. It is a scared face. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. For you. Let's see.
Sonst schmeiß ich dich ins Feuer!
Du dämliches Weibstück! Du willst mir tun? Ich werd's dir zeigen!
Nein!
Oh, it's a mirror. So that's it? That's
necessarily the same
wait,
stuff that
wait, stop. Now we're watching Nick for some reason. I enjoyed Alieners so far. But I can't figure out if it's made for adults or kids. It's Disney. They want to sell the little stuffed xenomorphs, right? So, yeah. Generational. I want a stuffed xenomorph. Do they make stuffed xenomorphs? I would think they made stuffed plushy xenomorphs, right? At this point? Yeah, they gotta. They got it. Anyway, I haven't seen the Conjuring's trip. So that was an exclusive clip. Clip of what? Seeing somebody in a mirror? Ooh. Okay. Let's get this trailer up and running. Warner Brothers. Okay. I'm going to do this because why not? But Warner Brothers always hits everybody who shares their stuff. So it's all right. It's all right. You know what? Who cares? Fuck you, Warner Brothers. Don't really send me free stuff.
The devil has come to Pennsylvania.
1986. Jack and Janet Small. By the way, Ed and if you guys don't know this, but Ed and Lorraine Warren were not like the best couple. It is alleged that he had a mistress that lived with them who was 16 years old. They're not this like perfect fucking Disney couple here that's all lovey-dovey. Now, granted, it works for the movies, but yeah, this is not Don't believe this.
Claiming an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house.
What is your price, Nads? How much would it still? What is your price? How much would it cost for you to be a literal paid shill? You know what? I would never. I can't. I would never be able to. Maybe $1 million? No, I'm kidding. Nothing. Like one of the best compliments I ever got on one of my first videos I did about Trap was like, paraphrasing, the guy was like, an honest YouTuber, not saying the same things everybody's saying about this movie. You have a sub out of me. So I don't think I could ever. $1 million. I just saw Austin Powers over the weekend. So probably $1 billion, I think. I don't know. I don't think I have a price, but if I did, it would be pretty high. Though I will say, what am I shilling? Is $5 too much to ask? I will say, Ghost, please sponsor. I'll take sponsorships. Love Austin Powers. You know what also, guys? I hate to interrupt our trailer watching for a second, but I did see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 in theaters yesterday. I don't know if they're still around. Dieter! What's up? Hope you're feeling better. If not, I hope you will feel better. I got you. I saw and it's great. It holds up. You know why? Practical effects. Those suits look awesome. And I got so sad because I'm like, I wonder if we can pinpoint the downfall of Hollywood with how less and less Jim Henson's and Stan Winston's companies were involved in movies. I wonder if we could just pinpoint it there. I feel like we would. It looked so good. That movie always puts a smile on my face. Let's get back to The Conjuring. Anyway, this looks really... I hope they have home insurance.
8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
That didn't get me. That was... I'll probably... It's just... Okay. No worries, man. You take it easy.
So, when did this
True
start?
Aztec war.
Heather's confirmation.
Ed, there's an evil here. Something I've felt before.
Right there. With the hands. With the hands.
This thing in your house is a demon. It's the first one that we ever encountered.
How long is this trailer? 2 minutes and 20. Too long. Don't show me everything. Ah! I hate this. You know what? Give or take. If you liked Weapons or not. I did. Whatever. Anyway, great trailers. Great trailers. Because they were short and sweet. Didn't show everything. I feel like I'm about to see the whole movie now. Yeah, that was pretty cool with the hands. Demon time. Too long. Too long. Anybody's ever watched the original Alien trailer? Like the original 1979 Alien trailer? You know what? We're going to watch that after, if we got time after this, because it is Alien 1979 trailer. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm going to eat my words a little bit. It's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. What? Show everything.
We were young. We were scared. We ran away. And after all these years, it wasn't done with our family.
More hands. More digital hands. CGI hands. Hands. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. You know why 2 minutes and 25, other than the fact that trailers should be shorter nowadays? This is a Warner Brothers IP that will get butts in seats. People will go see this. This is the 4th movie in the Conjuring series. I'm not saying normies, but no, like people will go see this movie based off name. You don't need a 2 minute and 25 second trailer. For Christ's sake.
St.
That's a
Michael,
pretty cool trick.
defend us. Be our safeguard. against the devil.
In nomine Patris, et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus.
I like these movies because I like ghost stories and possession movies. Plus, I like Patrick Wilson.
By the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
There's one shot. I wonder if they're going to show it.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
Oh. Why did it do that? So I clicked on something. I am seeing this in 4DX. What? What? The case that ended it for them all. Ended it for them. All right, hold on. I need to see where is this? No, is this one? Okay, I think it was. No, that's a re-release trailer. I want the original trailer of Alien. It's got to be this one then. Here we go. Oh, I don't see a xenomorph. That'd be the first thing it would show nowadays. Music's great. Scary Movie 6. I'm gonna cover that next week. Next week? No, next week is Final Girls. We're gonna cover that at some point. There's a lot of information coming out of it. I'm waiting for it to I'm waiting for the first trailer because I'm curious to see what movies it's gonna spoof. I can hear the heart rate in my ear. It's creeping me out. I think I did a trailer reaction to this early on. Poppy. Scary Movie 6 is actually happening. Yep. I've only seen, I think, 1, 2, maybe 3. I think I was told to stop at the third one. After that, it wasn't that good. This is a trailer that's 2 minutes and like 20 something seconds from 1979, and it doesn't really give you away what the story is, what's going on, but I think it's better than modern day trailers nowadays. There's too much being shown in trailers. Let me be surprised. Let me be scared. Don't do stuff. I also I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. I've said it many a times, I know. I'm excited. I'm going to Orlando for the first time. Today I got news I was watching, they have a Terrifier house. Art the Clown won't be just like subjugated to the scare zones. He's allowed to wander wherever the fuck he wants. You could be like buying something in a gift shop and you look up and there's Art the Clown staring at you. You could be like grabbing yourself something to eat and Art the Clown is staring at you. And the whole time, and you gotta understand something. I have worked, I have managed, I have built, I have designed, I have acted in haunted houses since I was 13, 14 years old. That's when I started. I have like as much experience and time in haunted houses as I do working on movie sets. Okay. I'm terrified for my life. I don't handle them well. I do two things, two reactions. I either laugh, which I feel bad, because I'm laughing because it's a fear mechanism. I'm just like, I laugh. I'm sorry. So sometimes I go, I'm sorry. I apologize to the actors. Or I start crying because I'm so terrified. And the last time we went to Halloween Horror Nights, it was a mixture of both. We went through the first house. I was like I was like, I can handle this. I handle haunted houses all the time. This cannot be. And this was like 2006, 14, I think. They had the Crimson Peak house. And we're going through the Halloween house, which is funny because I'm reading a book about Halloween. Michael Myers. Michael Myers does not scare me. I don't find it scary at all. Michael Myers going down this long hallway, and there's like a LED like mirror. If you all have gone through haunted houses, you've seen these things where it looks like somebody's like breaking the mirror, but it's like a digital animation on the back, and it looks like Michael Myers, just like Sax is gonna clip that. God. Anyway, we're getting closer, and I'm getting closer to the mirror, and then all of a sudden the mirror opens up, and it's an actual person dressed up as Michael Myers chasing and running to the end. Like I fell on my ass, so I was like terrified. Got through the rest of the house. I turned to my now husband. I go, I can't do this. There's no way I'm gonna make it through these houses. And he looks at me, my tender, loving husband, and he goes, "We spent so much money on these tickets. You're going." Went through each house, so I don't think Orlando's gonna do me any good, because I'm over a certain age where I believe in VIP and all this express pass stuff, because who doesn't? And there is an option to go through Terrifier wet or dry. They have a poop room. Let me tell you about a poop room. Let me tell you about poop. I had a poop room in one of my haunted houses. We had a toilet chalk area that we had like a bunch of people dressed up as clowns smearing fake poop on the walls and stuff like that. But there is a particular, and I bet it's the same company that does all the major parks and stuff. There's a particular company at the time you can like order scents for rooms. You can order like popcorn, or I don't know, like you want things to smell rotten, or do you want like something to smell? Anyway, they do different smells, and there is a poop smell, and I did buy the poop smell for that room, so I know exactly how horrendous that room's gonna smell walking through. I am made for the weak, folks. I do not say I'm strong. I am made for the weak. I will give a full report. I will try to actually capture some video while I'm there too. I will give a full report if I make it back. I'll make it back. Let's not put that out there. But will I be traumatized? Probably. Dieter the Goat gifted 5 Horror with Nads memberships. Thank you, Dieter, so much. You didn't have to. I appreciate you for that. Let's find you a pretty cool clip. I got some new ones that let's do.
I'm moving on, Carter. And if you want to waste your life beating the shit out of Alex every time you see him, then you can just drop fucking dead.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go in front of a bus. Don't do all that stuff. Don't do that stuff. Anyway, I'm excited for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm excited to see how it's how the difference between California versus Orlando. This is my first time at Universal in general down there, so that should be an interesting time. All right, let's talk about classic scene. True Aztec Warrior, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. For that, I will give you
A delightful little slut. But what about your butt?
Last thing we'll talk about. Y'all remember, y'all do, Long Legs by Oz Perkinsons, right? Oz Perkinson, son of, I think it's Anthony Perkinsons, who was in Psycho, did a bunch of films before Long Legs, but most people know him by Long Legs. I actually know him by, I think it's The Black Coat's Daughter. It's been a long time since I've seen it. There's other movies. Really liked his stuff. Really liked it. Up until Long Legs. I did like Long Legs. I did like it. My initial theater reaction, I did actually very much enjoy it. I like that kind of stuff, mixing like biblical, like demons and stuff like that with real world and stuff. I'm very much a fan. That's kind of like my niche genre I like. Okay, so it hit spots. But then I read his Ask Me Anything, and this man is a interesting individual. He comes across like he doesn't like his, and I say this loosely, fans. Sounds like he doesn't like the people who enjoy his films and who are interested in asking him questions, nor does it sound like he likes horror. So, with that sour taste in my mouth, he did The Monkey. I really didn't like The Monkey. Some people did. I find it to be Final Destinations mixed with a monkey. Like, I don't like those movies. I don't really care for like the whole death scenes like kind of deal. We all know how I feel about the Final Destination franchise on this channel. We all know what we went through as a community when I went to go see Bloodlines and 40X. We got this. Well, he has a new movie coming out, which I have not seen a lot of buzz for, to be honest. Oh, shut up, Kata. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you. Shut up. See now? I'm going to tell Chris on you. Don't do that. Anyway, he has a new movie coming up. Like I was saying, I haven't heard buzz for. Longlegs marketing should be studied. Should be studied in college if you're going for marketing. That and Barbie. Barbie, probably two of the biggest movies that did marketing so well. Weapons did it too. Weapons did great with it. Very cool. I think I don't want to say dislike for him, is just made me, I think, uncomfortable. I don't know. Anyway, he has a new movie coming out November 14th, Keepers. Explores some disgusting themes. This is Oz Perkinson. So, I believe he did not, where he wrote Longlegs, he did not write this. So, and this is great. He's just, yeah. Anyway, quoted by him. It's the worst part of being male. It's looking at disgusting maleness. If you want to call it patriarchy, you want to call it look, I can't even be. Where's my background, Chris? If you want to call it toxic masculinity, whatever you want to call it, it's a depiction of our worst selves as men. That's my answer to you. Sometimes we have to look and be ew, gross, and think that Keeper is look at men and go gross. So, yeah. Oh, thank you for this. A romantic anniversary trip to secluded cabins turns sinister when a dark presence reveals itself, forcing a couple to confront property's haunting past. And then the star of it said, I would say in some ways it looks at women gross if we're going to be super binary about it, but I do think it's instincts that you ignore, the ways you know something but have gaslight yourself, which obviously I guess patriarchy, that's the patriarchy, never mind, it's all about men suck. So this is written by Nick Leopard, who did Dangerous Animals, who I hear really great things about it. But when Malcolm suddenly returns to the city, Liz finds herself isolated in the presence of an unspeakable evil that unveils the cabin's horrifying secrets. So, like, thank you for posting that, Rachel, but 3 of those words are already horror titles, right? Follow a couple that escapes their romantic anniversary at a secluded thing. I'm intrigued. I'm going to go see it because I do like his film style. I didn't like The Monkey. And to me, if he doesn't like horror, I don't know why he's making horror movies. It just doesn't make sense. Why? Why are you making horror movies if you don't like horror movies? I feel like people who have a passion for this genre, it like you feel it in the movie in a sense. So similar to Weapons, I think Zach Kreger has a passion for it. Robert Eggers has a passion for a certain type of horror. Flanagan, though I didn't like Life of Chuck, has a passion for it. I don't want to call these elevated horrors because we have Ari Aster who did Hereditary. Great. Midsummer. Some people are kind of luke on it. I liked it, but the more I think about it, I'm like, eh. And then he did Life of Bo or Fear Bo and stuff. And then he did Eddington and stuff. So like I feel he sounds like a chopper. Oh no, do I? It's probably because I'm sharing stuff. Anyway, I feel like people who are passionate about the genre, it comes out through their movies. People who aren't turn out like Oz Perkins, I guess. I don't know. Man, that AMA really left a sour taste in my mouth about him. I really did. And I really like Longlegs, but knowing how he feels about his fans and knowing how he feels about the genre, it just completely takes me aback about it. With that being said, that's the conclusion of today's show. We were a little rusty. We were a little there, but we're back, baby. We're back. Stay in the chat, please, because you're going to be redirected over to Box Office Brawler's show tonight. I'm going to be on there with him talking about Barbarian. Go subscribe to Box Office Brawler. Cool kid. No, totally cool. This week we've got the Institute on Thursday. We're going to be talking about episode 5 and 6, I believe, and then Stranger Things. We're back for Stranger Things season 4, episode 3. I think. Yep. On Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will continue with a super chat goal for both of those streams as well, because we're going to continue with the add-on for the super chat. If we hit the goal, we are going to be watching a watch party of No One Will Save You. No, yeah, the Alien movie that I'm gonna probably, I don't know, poop my pants about and stuff. And in the community, there is a community post with deciding. I know y'all are going to decide aliens anyway. Thank you for those who decided werewolves, because you know I have a fear of aliens. Those of you who decided aliens, I know you got want to make me suffer. So that post will end. I will take the last count this Friday because I have to send over the movie list to my panelists so they know what movies to watch. I have to figure out what kind of movies to watch since I've never watched really alien movies. If you have a recommendation for a very scary alien movie, please leave it in the comments below. Until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic week. Stay safe out there, and I will see you next time. Final Girls next Tuesday. See you.